Hello. We're back. It's Algo Hour. I have Ted here.
I like tacos.
You heart tacos. We got Luga here.
I like XRP.
XRP. I didn't wear a hat. You guys are supposed to warn me when we're all supposed to wear hats.
It's because
You didn't.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to give you the liberty of taking off my hat either.
Nobody want that.
I mean, if you guys had hair like mine, you might not cover.
Oh, I would wear that. I would wear that everywhere.
Joey knows what it's about. And we have Joe Palmy. Hi, Joe.
Hey,
I'm happy to be here. It's been too long. We had 2 weeks off, which was super fun. And I'm in summer playing hooky mode. I'm already trying to get another week off. But we do have an exciting announcement for just the space in general. We're always trying to do fun stuff on the show, and a lot of what we do is kind of limited by capacity, but we put our best effort towards it anyhow. So there's a link in the comments for a Google form, but the whole month of July we're dedicating to demo days. We want you to show off what you've built on Algo. So I'm hoping Teddy will give us a demo of like the popcorn lounge because he's the admin there. And we'll see just like some cool stuff that's already here and already built. And maybe if you're not super comfortable with it, a walkthrough would be great. But also just it's hard to keep up with everyone. And now even with summer rolling in, we're looking at vacations and it's like I haven't caught up yet. So I'm really excited for... hopefully y'all want to show off a little bit and show us what's up. There's a short form you can fill out. You're showing up? Filling out the form?
Yeah. I'm going to throw out some Swamp Showdown for you. I'll race some horses. I'm going to pew some pew. I'm going to quest with some burbs. And I'm going to make you watch Daimios. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And, Luga had me thinking, not Luga, Yomo had me thinking when we had him on 2 weeks ago, that like I was the worst person to demo. Like I'm the best person if you want to know how a new bee might break your stuff, right? Like I will probably break it. But beyond that, like I was not good at showing. Joe did great. He'd never played the game and he was like, watch me score. So the thought behind this was we'll pump it up a little bit and get you or your project, an expert from your project. It doesn't have to necessarily be the creator. It could be your number one fan or your community managers. Cough, cough. Whoever you think might do the project justice is welcome to come on the show and demo it for us. And we're going to subject Joe to it. It's going to be fun. I think we threw you under the bus a little last time with the HNYRK, but wasn't that cool?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, well, there's so much more that's been built in the space that I don't know about. Or I don't use a lot. Like I've been to the popcorn lounge, but I'm not a frequenter by any means. So I think it'll be fun. Checking in with the chat. Flash the camera. Oh, Eddie's here from Algo Leagues. Hi, Algo Leagues. I hope you submit the form and show us what you've done. Everybody's been talking about how you guys would be an excellent like retroactive grant recipient too, which I think everybody needs help pitching. Everybody could use some Everybody could use some practice. Like quickly breaking down how this is. I'm gonna take these snippet demos and when my friends ask what's on the blockchain and I hopefully won't stumble quite as much to show them stuff that they can actually do now versus
That's a move right there. They're like, what is Algorand? And you're like, Borks.
You like gaming, it's Borks. You like history, it's Afrospacey. If you like working out, you need to be in Luga Circle, with Notch. It's cool. I don't know, there's a lot.
I think we've had a focus on the channel primarily about creators, which is awesome. And I think creators are the backbones of all of these different projects. But at the same time, looking at things a little bit more practically, what can you do with your time beyond just getting to know certain creators? And I like it where it's like if you can get the 60-second snippet, with how ADHD our brains are nowadays, I feel like that short form content really goes a long way in highlighting concisely and effectively kind of what there is on the chain. And like I got roped into a multi-level marketing scheme about 2 weeks ago. not roped into it, but they tried. And it's just they buried the lead by about an hour and a half into it, and I had
Are
been
those
trying
boxes of products stacked behind you that you prepaid for?
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started. Do not get me started.
Wait, if I put in 500 and then my friends put in 500,
It was. Why don't you
I'm
own the
sorry.
store that you shop at?
Right?
Oh my
Makes
gosh! Anyways, he said that they were gonna call me back, but I
Ooh.
haven't received anything from them yet. So
rugged in real
fortunately,
life.
my brashness. I don't know. They were bragging about how low, excuse me, the divorce rate was amongst their members, and I thought, man, crypto is kind of the opposite. So maybe that's
a
a
target audience for that.
yeah. What that was a KPI that I was not ever familiar of, but you know, to each their own.
We called them retention rates when I worked in sales, but
Oh my gosh,
divorce
did you
rate
do
is
Mary Kay?
interesting too.
You did, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I
Come
never
on.
sold Mary
Be
Kay. I
honest.
sold personal and commercial property and casualty insurance.
Oh,
It's
dang.
really
Man, that's
exciting.
just sexy with a capital S.
I mean, the only thing sexier could be hanging out with a bunch of blockchain nerds.
Wow.
No regrets, honestly. Insurance is important, and if you ever have questions about how it works, I will fill you in. I did it for a really long time, but I think a lot of our premiums are way too high for a lot of middle paperwork pushing stuff that could
Yeah.
easily be solved by blockchain. A lot of these losses could be instantly verified by publicly available sources via the blockchain. And that's what I get stuck talking about when I run into people in real life who are like, why do you care? Like, what's blockchain? I get stuck in the like what I see for the future, right? I'm a total project person at my house. We bought this house a couple of years ago. It's awful. The piece of property is beautiful. But I like know what my kitchen is going to look like when we finish these renovations. Like the stairs are almost done and like they're going to look like I pictured them all along. Blockchain, I get it. I fall into that trap of like I see my ID and my medical records and my mortgages and everything already being like I know that's the solution to cut costs on insurance premiums and to make taxes make sense again, like that type of accounting accountability. But it's not actually here yet, right? None of those things are like actual, like I know that that's what blockchain can do, but I don't know. I think talking about what we can do is pretty exciting though. And it could be fun because a lot of us don't get enough immersion in all the different little communities that are growing and building. So, sorry, rant over.
No, that's good. You're saying Algorand's a good fixer-upper then, yeah?
Maybe that's what attracted me to it. Oh no. Oh no. But you know what? Maybe this is the demo phase of it, right? Like I bought it north of $2 and you gutted the whole thing.
Yeah.
And now the added
good.
value bits. We're going to put in the cabinets. We're going to show off the countertops we picked out. I like that. We're doing it. I'm going to tap in MJ, who's also a real life builder. I don't know if anybody saw the shed he built.
Oh, I didn't.
But it's like bigger than the hotel room I stayed in while I was in New York. So it's like a nice shed.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Joe, are you ready to tell us what we've been missing in the world of dev that's over our head?
I am ready.
All righty. Let's get a DevZen update then.
All right. Hey, everyone. So it's been 2 weeks and been very busy, especially because we're leading up to Decipher. But because of that, I'm going to try to save some of the spicy stuff for Decipher, but I will talk about some alpha here today. So first, if you're a developer and you like using TypeScript just generally, we have started the process of thinking about what we're kind of internally calling and publicly as well, Puya TS, which will basically be Algorand TypeScript. So we all know we have Algorand Python, which is native Python on Algorand. and we're working on the official version of Algo and TypeScript. So we're building upon what I've built with the language TillScript and making it more production ready. And throughout that process, we're going to be making some changes. So if you're a developer and you want to get involved in that process of changes, you can either go to our GitHub page, or you can reach out to me directly if you want to get involved in that. And we'll be starting off some user feedback sessions in Decipher, because we'll have so many developers there in person where we can talk to and get feedback. So get involved in that if you're a developer interested in contributing. You don't even have to necessarily understand all the low-level details, but if you have any interest in writing code, we'd love to hear your feedback. Now, the other thing, this is something that I've talked about a couple of times. It's called ARC59. So ARC59 is what we're calling the ASA inbox. And this is roughly equivalent to the NF domains vault feature, except it's applicable to all Algorand accounts, whether or not they have a NFD or not. And the idea here is that you can send someone an asset before they opted in, and then at a later time, they can go ahead and claim that. And so I've been working very hard on that alongside Yeet and his team from Para, and also Kevin from DFly, and various people in the community and through the Wallet Council. This is our third ARC, an attempt to solve the opt-in problem. And I was looking the other day, and it was actually October 2022 when we first started working on this problem. So it's been a long time coming. So I'm very excited to finally have this solution ready. What exactly this will look like for end users, you have to wait. I think at Decipher, we'll have a little bit more announcements regarding ARC59 and how you can use it. So definitely stay tuned for that. But a lot of the technical work is done now. And so we're going to be getting this in the hands of you as users very shortly. And the hope is that eventually this will also get implemented in like marketplaces or games that use NFTs. So users don't have to opt in order to interact with them. So some pretty exciting stuff coming down the line for that. And then in general, is in my new role as an engineer. So I used to be DevRel. I'm now an engineer. I've been focusing a lot on core protocol stuff. So again, if you're a developer and you have quality of life stuff that you want to change in the protocol, like for example, on Discord, we recently had a discussion about like box references, which is how you store data on Algorand, and ways we could change that and make it easier to use. I'm starting to spend more time thinking about that sort of stuff. So reach out to me, basically, even if you're not a developer, if there's something that you frequently find yourself doing as a user, like for example, having to opt in, reach out to us and let us know, because there are always multiple different ways that we can solve problems. And as I'm getting more comfortable in this engineering role and learning more about the protocol, we'll have more and more ways to tackle different problems. So expanding our tool belt for how we can solve these different problems, but we need to hear what the problems actually are. So looking forward to that. And then finally, one thing at Decipher we'll be hearing more about, I should mention that we will be live streaming a lot of the main stage keynotes. There will also be smaller workshops that will be recorded, but all the main stage keynotes will be live streamed. And one thing that has been kind of hyped in the community a little bit is this concept of liquid auth. And this is basically bringing a whole new way of interacting with wallets between dApps. So we've identified, all the problems that people have with like Wallet Connect and their sessions dropping and not being able to authenticate and all these sort of stuff, where we have the all-in-one solution to that. So we'll be unveiling that at Decipher, and something really, really exciting. And yeah, there's just one of the things I'm personally most excited about at Decipher. So yeah, that's kind of an update on some of the stuff we've been working on. And again, not spilling everything because I want to keep some surprises for Decipher. But if you aren't going to be attending live, definitely tune into our live stream. We'll be live streaming, like I said, the main keynote panels on our YouTube channel. And then if you are there in person, definitely come say hello. I'll be there, of course, throughout the whole conference, and I'll also be there the weekend after as well. So always down to hang out with Algo fam. So if you're there, let me know. And I'll hand it back to you, Iro.
I love that. I know there's been a lot of talk about ARC 59. And that's been like almost like it feels like the wait for the good boys, like we knew they were coming and like it was being worked on. But so I'm excited about that. Liquid Auth, I'm not gonna lie, sounds like magic, and I am interested to see that trick. Anything that cuts that friction down. I will say I was speaking of demoing, I was demoing a new donation flow, not a subscription flow, but or a sponsorship flow, but just a straight donation flow. And I could not get it to work. And the devs were like, we don't understand. We've run hundreds of tests and haven't run into this error, which is proof that I can break just about anything. And I was like, I don't understand. I like stake, I'm in pools, I do shuffles and drops, and I like typically don't I don't know, I function fine. My para was out of date, and it doesn't my banking app tells me if my banking app is out of date, and it says you have to download this new version of the app. But I had been running on an old para, not even know it. I just didn't know. So note for the para people and the wallet team that it probably would be good, because this developer was pulling his hair out and I didn't know what to tell him. But there wasn't anything when I used Para to tell me that there was an update available for it. Kind of like you would get when Netflix makes you do it. Anytime there's an app, it's you got to update that. You can't continue using it until you update it. So I don't know if that's a thing, but that was something that I felt really bad, because it was obviously my fault that it wasn't updated. But at the same time, I am a spoiled Web 2 user, and I'm prompt me for the update and I will push okay. My Apple auto updates for a reason.
Exactly. I need notifications.
Yeah.
Need them.
But not notifications at all. It can't get worked into my transaction notifications, because we all know I just ignore those.
It's too many.
So anyhow, so yes, it's hard to dev, and we're always going to be kind to devs. Devs are people too, but also just some user feedback from IRL on how I've recently broken, but we fixed it. So we're going to be demoing that too soon. But I'm excited about ARC 59, because I know you and I think Kyle have been working on that, right?
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of people working on it, because like I said, this has been almost 2 years since we first started trying to solve the opt-in problem. So there's been a lot of ideas, a graveyard of ideas that ended up not working out. But this was kind of all the lessons learned that we've had from all these community ideas and community discussions and community development and testing and everything. So yeah, we're really excited to finally get this in the hands of people.
Yeah, Moon says, spill it all, Joe. Ted says, call Joe bounty paper towels, because there are no spills here. Well, he told you there's going to be a spill, though. It's happening. It's the beginning of the paper towel commercial with the to be continued.
The slow motion of it being no.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. All right, Ted, I learned what an inside offensive lineman was yesterday, hanging out with the family. And so, yeah, are you ready to talk more sports? That's about all I got for sports, but I bet you have some sports for us, because it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, we have a lot of great stories. Kind of been a slow couple of weeks, to be honest with you, that we've missed out on. But the last 5 or 6 days have made up for that. So I've got a good little chunk of stuff ready, ripe and ready for you.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Introducing the sports stuff section, brought to you by yours truly. So we've got a lot of great stories for you. I'm going to kind of have to speed run through some of them, just because we've got about 4 great ones here. First one, Starting off, this is kind of our breaking news from last night, where we had the Boston Celtics clinching their 18th NBA championship by defeating the Dallas Mavericks 106-88 in a Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Jason Tatum led the way for the Celtics with a standout performance, scoring 31 points and 11 assists, while Jaylen Brown contributed significantly, adding 21 points and 8 rebounds, and ultimately earned him the Finals MVP title over Jason Tatum. A little bit controversial, but not by voters. The Celtics dominated from the start, leading 28-18 after the first quarter and never really looking back after that. They maintained a strong defensive presence. That was really the staple of their entire playoff performance. And they held Luka Doncic, the Mavs kind of guy, for lack of a better term, to 28 points, which is respectable, but forcing him to have 7 turnovers, which is really, really significant. Now, with that said, Doncic was a little bit hurt. He was hobbled. His knee was bleeding throughout the entire game due to a right knee sprain / injection site or something of that nature, as well as ankle soreness and a thoracic contusion. That one was copy and pasted from the injury report. All of that definitely contributed to the physical wear and tear of him and everything like that. Now, the victory marks the Celtics' first championship since 2008 and cements their place in the NBA history as with the most titles by any franchise. The victory also means that Jason Tatum will most likely sign for the new Supermax contract, which is 5 years, $334 million. His starting salary will be $50 million a year with 8% annual raises, with an average annual value of $67.5 million or $67 million. So get your kids to play basketball. The NHL Finals could also wrap up tonight, as the Florida Panthers are looking to close out the Edmonton Oilers in a similar fashion, where we're going to have Game 5 tonight in Sunrise, Florida, one of the best named cities that I've seen for sports towns. Now, the Panthers jumped out to a commanding start, going up 3-1 or 3-0 in the series before losing 8-1 in Edmonton. So while the wheels fell off in that game, the series returns to home, where Matthew Tkachuk and Sam Reinhart and all the other great guys on that team look to finish them off. So if they win tonight, they will have gone 16-6 in the playoffs this year, which I think is really significant in considering hockey. But the Boston Celtics, did in fact beat them, going 16-3. Watch out for next week, as we're going to go do a little bit deeper dive on the Stanley Cup, as well as a preview for the NHL awards, which are set to take place the following Friday. Up next, we've got the Euros, which is the UEFA Euros 2024 tournament, where you're seeing your favorite players from the Premier League and La Liga and all of the other European leagues come together to represent their teams in this annual tournament. Now, the tournament's held in Germany, and Germany just crushed Scotland 5-1 in Munich. An absolutely insane performance, in my opinion. Some of the key highlights, I want to kind of do like 1 to 2 sentences on each group, where we had Germany, Group A, which is where Germany was, 5-1 start over Scotland. Switzerland also started strong with a 3-1 victory over Hungary. Spain showcased its prowess with a 3-0 win against Croatia, while Italy edged out Albania 2-1. England secured a 1-0 narrow win over Serbia, which featured Kylian Mbappe's broken nose. That'll be fascinating to see how that'll develop. And Denmark and Slovenia played out a 1-1 draw. Why'd they even play if they just drawed? What the heck? The Netherlands beat Poland 2-1. France managed to they won. Romania impressed with a 3-0 victory against Ukraine, and Slovakia beated number 3 in the world, Belgium, 1-0, which is the largest upset in UEFA Euros history. And Group F are set to play today. Let me see if I can give you a little live update on some of those matches. Give me 1 second, please hold. Where we have Turkey just now taking a 1-goal lead against Georgia. That happened about 2 minutes ago. So that's a live sports update. And then later today at 3 o'clock Eastern, we have Portugal taking on Chechnya, where Portugal is a large favorite in that, including obviously Cristiano Ronaldo participating for that squad. Jude Bellingham's performance in England was definitely one of the most pivotal out of all those games. He scored the only goal in that. And he is looking to be a really promising member of that team. And he's just super freaking young. So that's always fun to watch. Some upcoming matches to watch if you have the time and energy. Spain versus Italy, Netherlands versus France. Get after it. Moving on, we have the U.S. Open. Now, this isn't as dramatic of a story when Scottie Scheffler literally got arrested. But Bryson DeChambeau won the U.S. Open in an electric fashion this past Father's Day weekend. After leading for most of day 2 and day 3, the tough Pinehurst course was really sending a lot of players through the ringer. Specifically, some of these unforgiving greens that really made it impossible to... I don't know where the cat went. To land in a pro... So those greens at Pinehurst were really, really unforgiving. And specifically, so like there was one putt where if you were 1 or 2 feet off of the hole, you just had the entire ball going all the way down to the green, onto the rough. And that was just something that was just absolutely ridiculous. This has been probably the hardest the course has played for the last 5 or 10 years. Rory McIlroy finished second, but had a chance to finish first, but he missed 2 critical putts on 16 and 18, with both of those putts being under 5 feet. For context, one of them was, I think, under 3.5 feet, and Rory McIlroy had gone 496 for 496 on his last putts, 3 feet and under, and that was just absolutely disheartening for him. He had it in the palm of his hand immediately after watching Bryson DeChambeau win on the TV in the clubhouse. He stormed out, and within 5 minutes was already on his way to the airport, getting ready to go home before he has to prepare for Scotland. A lot of people in the golf media did not find that move fun. Typically, the second place person, if they finish before, should go out and shake the guy's hand and sportsmanships and whatnot. Now, Bryson DeChambeau was initially seen as one of the most unconventional and controversial figures in golf, known for really weird methods like using single-length clubs where all of the clubs are the same length, and a very, very highly analytical approach to it where even if it feels wrong, just keep doing it. He faced a lot of criticism when he first started out. However, more recently, his image has really started to shift and has shifted a lot more dramatically with this latest win. He's gone full in on YouTube, full in on golf creation, content creation, and was staying 3, 4, 5 hours after the match ended or the tournament ended, signing autographs, participating with media, and just being a good sport for everyone involved. So this is really fascinating. Like I said before, he used to be really kind of regarded as someone that was an enemy to the sport, someone that joined the Live Tour and just didn't have a whole lot going for him. And then now all of a sudden, everyone and your grandma loves him. And with that said, IRL, it's back to you, and thank you so much.
I love a good character comeback.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Comeback and good character.
He's doing well. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Everyday Algonaut for not only winning the Luga from Luga. We had he mentioned how Belgium had 2 goals annulled from that because of the VAR system, and essentially IRL that means that there was it's like instant replay. So whenever there's a goal, because that's such a big deal in the game, that's how you win. They go through a replay, and both of them were highly controversial calls where, they could have called it one way, they could have called it the other, but
what did the instant replay say?
Well, the instant replay said, and let me pull up the exact. Don't remember exactly if it was,
because isn't it in baseball where they go by the refs and then you can challenge it, or is that football? You can challenge it and then they replay it, but it has to be like indisputable replay evidence.
Yeah, so it has to be indisputable replay evidence. For another, the VAR overrules by and large was the ruling on the field.
Okay.
So that was that's kind of, and every goal is typically reviewed no matter what. So even if it doesn't look like something, they're always reviewed all the time.
I gotcha.
And both of those decisions ruled out a Lukaku goal.
Oh, one guy got 2.
Well, he got
Denied.
none.
Well, right. 2, no. That's a bummer.
So I guess like the ball
Um,
didn't go all the way in the goal.
No, so in the case of this, the first time there was an offsides call.
Okay.
So one of the
Okay.
defenders was behind or was ahead of one of the attackers. You can't do that. And the other time, in the 88th minute, right before the end of the game, there was a handball in the buildup involved with right before the shot. So the ball kind of deflected off of one of the guy's hands, and then ultimately kind of overruled the rest of the video
Unlucky.
of that.
Yeah.
So we will
Okay.
see.
And the Panthers are a hockey team. Is that
And
right?
a football team.
Okay, so I get that because they seem like
Carolina.
they'd be agile on their feet, but I'm picturing a Panther on the ice and just thinking like,
Well, it's a hockey team in Florida, so not everything makes a whole lot of sense.
I
What do you think the
mean,
Oilers are going to be doing?
I root for the Red Wings, and I don't even know what that is. It's like a tire with a wing on it. It still seems like it'd be better on ice than some Panthers, though, right? I'm just saying.
You know, you're not wrong. I've definitely been like I've thought about that, like a Panther trying to, I don't know.
That's where my head went during that. I was like, Panthers, wait. Okay.
And
So,
Can you
Red
put chicken
I
Wings
can
are.
see
waffles on
them
ice
being.
for us, please?
What?
If you can help construct a little ice ring for me, that would be fantastic.
I want to see it. I'm with you.
You get ice sometimes where you live. It's just not this time.
Yeah, it'll be. Talk to me in 6 months.
Put them
There
on a
you go.
leash and take them out to a frozen pond. I'm going to see.
Well, we have a lot of Luga to catch up on because
Okay.
you had a huge month in May.
Yeah,
We went the distance.
we did. Oh, gosh, I got to look it up now.
We've got this like weird leg thing going where we're supposed to be working on our legs, but you're like a climber and can't not do your arms. And so that's happening. But I wanted an update on, how far did we go in the month of May? And also, I need some tips and tricks on this leg business because everything just feels like a foot picture. Like, I'm not doing squats. That looks weird. Oh, I hope he didn't disappear. I hope he's coming back for who's active
he
right now.
heard
He was like,
that
"Yep,
and
foot pics."
immediately had to vanish.
I don't know
we
why
see-
he's not back in this scene, but maybe I'll get him back in the next. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's back.
Sorry. Yeah. Hello, hello. What's up? Welcome to Who Is Active Right Now, where we are with me, who is not. And
I'm here.
IRL, who is presently active.
Oh, I got it right.
Yeah, well, I missed it. I totally messed it up. But yeah, recapping. What was it? May? May was the last month?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We did what looks like 1,680 miles as a team.
Wow.
Whole lot of movement. The great Andrew Higgs did over 300. He did 304 miles. He did 18% of our total miles ran.
So we ran, or we walked or ran over
traveled by foot.
1,600 miles.
1,600.
That's
Wow,
impressive.
right?
I mean, yes, I know Andrew did almost 20%, and good for you, Andrew. I
But
think
even
it's
without,
amazing.
we're still doing
Keep it up.
13.
And there's people that have not stopped there. I mean, I just saw Eddie did like almost 12 miles today. And so I know, like, you're not tallying them, but like, I just thought it was great. I knew there was a lot of miles going in.
So many. So we got 168,000 Akita to distribute. I believe I've gotten most of it out. There's still a few people I need to like hunt down. But there was there was 37 winners, I think.
Nice.
So
That's amazing.
It's taking me a minute to get around. Yeah, it's kind of insane. The free agents team was 13 people. And so trying to hunt all of them down has been hard. But I've gotten all of team 1, all of team 4. men.
Lack of team,
Us. They were
good
the
sportsmanship, team players.
clusters.
You all were invited to be on my team. I'm just saying.
I let Marine decide, and Marine chose.
I
And Marine chose
know.
wisely, I think, because they
She's
ended up getting
sweet.
second as the free agents.
Yeah. I would have not even been an honorable mention if I was afraid. So, it's okay.
Well, with Vlad dropping like 2.5 marathons, and then
Yeah,
Marine pulled off 60 miles herself.
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was wild. So many people just put in so many miles. Yeah, it was really cool to see.
Oh, here's what's going on lately. So people are posting all sorts of cool activity. I love it. I love that we're not sitting on our butts. But I wanted to know what this is, this YZYZZ pose. I'm seeing a bunch of people post poses. It has
No.
My Fitness Guru. I don't know, but it seems like the XRP Army and the Algo fam are supposed to be flexing. I mean, this wasn't a bad start for it. It's right there. I don't know what that has, legs. Great legs.
Oh, the legs are involved. I pick them up.
They are. They are. What else is
What is
Yeah, there's a bunch of people that are still running. I think I saw like Pete was running like with his wife before date night. And it was like, oh my God, I want to be you guys. It's so sweet. And then I remembered I can't run. And I was like, okay, maybe not. But the thought was just, yeah, they're going to make a movie about that sweet kind. That's special. Yeah. Hallmark special. So lots of people have been like getting consistent. Barb, I haven't seen you post some activity in a minute though. And while walking's not the activity, I'm going to be your accountability buddy. Say I don't see one from Barb recently anyways.
Yeah, so. Barb got wrecked. He got the sickness. And he was down like 3 weeks.
I mean, that's one way to lose weight, but not the way to go. Oh, I hope you're feeling better, Barbie. Okay. I won't give you a hard time then. But yeah, lots of people are getting in on it, even in the month of June. Legs, walking and running counts as a leg exercise. So do it up, share it up. So far, I have just come up with laying out in the sun and looking at my legs and thinking I should be doing a leg workout.
Counter. Do like 3 kicks. Boom.
Kicks, maybe water kicks are the right leg exercise. There you go.
This is very much like anything goes month. Like
I think it's important to celebrate the small wins. You know what I mean? You want to walk half a mile, you want to run 13. My brother-in-law's were doing a 50-mile run. I don't know.
Oh, Higgs just did a 50-miler. He did an ultra.
Did he? Is that what they're called, ultras?
Yeah, his comrades race that he was training for was 50 miles.
I thought my brother-in-law and his brother were the only people who thought, a marathon's just not quite enough for me.
Just not enough for me,
26 miles doesn't sound like enough.
I do that in the morning before breakfast.
For the record, I'm breaking a sweat just sitting here. So
I'm like 1 mile deep the other day. I'm like,
I'm active right now. Yeah. All right, so that's cool. All you have to do is get moving, post it up. We will celebrate with you and cheer you on the whole way. I appreciate it, Luca, as always. And thanks for the great month of May on that. That was super fun.
Oh my gosh, it was too much fun. It was a blast. I loved May, but May was also just like took everything I had.
Yeah. No, and you know what? This time of year, at least where we live, in the hemisphere we're in, like it's easy to get activity out of little things. Oh, yeah. Like, it's 90 degrees where I am right now. I go get the mail and it's like I ran a mile.
100%. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I walked into my garage, like not even outside yet, at 8 a.m. and immediately sweat.
Yeah.
What is
that
happening?
Is that?
What is the world?
Well, we're not done with you yet because it's NFT flex time. I have a new PFP. It's the Luga V2. I'm just saying. So if everyone else is ready backstage, we'll get into flex time.
Let's do it.
We're here. We're back. Lucky for us, one was offside and one was second. Okay, I was just checking with the chat. Algo Nuts got that football game on lock. He knew exactly what was going on with that. And let me get our flexes up here. But there's all sorts of stuff happening. July 7th, I think, is the day. It's right around the corner for our mostly friends, best friends.
Ooh.
And then it's just today, the big brain belugas dropped, right? I'm going to botch explaining this, but all you had to do was hold beluga, right?
All you had to do was hold the Gen 1. Snapshot was yesterday at noon. So that might have been a little iffy. I don't think everybody was delisted, so I think there's like 100 or so that probably won't
I know I didn't delist one of mine, and I have been scrambling with family in town and my kids recovering from an injury, and we have baby chickens and baby geese, and it's just we're in full hot mess mode at my house. And so I knew I had one listed, but I also knew I held a bunch, and I didn't want to like I wasn't trying to be greedy. So I hope he shuffles those for like a lot, like whatever the floor is in 2 weeks or something. Like cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would get in line for a drop. I think that'd be fun. Like I want that excitement.
I mean,
I knew I was getting these, so I was like, "Ooh, the link's live," and I did it. But I wasn't like, "Gotta be there" because there's only so many. And I think
it's kind of cool that way.
V2s, there were only the same number of V2s as there are V1s, so there aren't any extra for a public shuffle, except for kind people like me who just couldn't unlist.
Your donation.
I did one person a favor, I think.
You're so sweet.
One person in the space I helped out yesterday. So let's see, what's Jacko Nunn posting up? I'll showing off my latest lich from Ryan Tandashi. I'm following them, but I'm not familiar with that project and his Big Daddy Lich project.
Big Daddy Lich.
Okay, Lord of the Lucky Lich Temple, a collection of 377 one-of-one fully hand-drawn liches on Algo Network by Ryan Tadashi. Monthly temple token airdrops. Now we know all about this project.
How about that?
It's moody. I like the vibes.
Very goth.
Moon. Tied for my favorite person in Ohio. Can't wait for 7/7. We did have that date right.
Did we though?
I mean, you never know. Anything could happen.
I never believe.
Yomo flexing his. Are we calling it V2? Is that what it is? Considered V2?
So BB just called them the Lugas. So
the Lugas.
If you want.
That's what I call your family as a unit. Like you, the missus, and the kids are the Lugas.
Yeah.
And the kids are little Lugas. Obviously, the project is big brain belugas. All around. I dig it. Okay. So the Lugas. Per doodle. I gotta like this. I like that. Shuffle Day looms for DC's Broken Hearts. Gems. I don't know when Gems is happening. Has it already happened? Am I late?
I don't think so. I feel like
Shuffle Day looms makes it seem like it's upcoming.
What are you shuffling, Ted?
What are you showing me, Ted?
Ooh. So there is a weird thing with AXN. So you may not have gotten that one. They're not actually updated. So you're getting like mystery JPEGs on AXN, and you might have a different one in your wallet. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's like 50,
I'm checking my wallet right now.
Yeah, so double check your Para wallet.
Because one of mine didn't tell me the rank, and I just thought, oh, it must be really special if it's not ranked at all. And then I thought maybe it's really unspecial because it's
no. This is in the wallet. We're good.
It's real. Oh, nice. It's about 50. Sometimes you get the real one, and sometimes you don't.
Well, I also find that I sign transactions that aren't the actual. Like it says, 100%. I'm signing something that I'm not on AXN. So yeah, I hope that Algo fan wants to show us some cool stuff because there is some fun stuff to do. For demo days, like I think DC Perp has something going in his Discord. I know Quill and Doodles can hunt for treasure.
Oh, you got a burb.
I love how boomer style you're going with the flexes today. You're like, I'm not posting it. Here's my phone. What's the hashtag?
I feel like Jaws did that.
Dennis, I like yours. Hit me up if you want to do a trade on any of those. I really like your red one, your Daredevil. Ooh, I like this one too.
And the rock pun is
Got the
killer.
Gollum vibes and the Stonehenge.
Because the rock was got Stonehenge on his head.
I dig it.
Oh, it's killing me. There's one that's a sword in the stone, and it's just a sword in his head, and it's like,
Wow.
I
This
love
is
it.
cool. Superhero. Luca's showing up for flex time. You guys get how it works. And if you're watching and wondering, how does this work? You post your NFTs with the hashtag and then we look at them. It's super high tech. Thanks to Elon Musk and Twitter. This has got to be one of my favorites I've seen.
It's a good vibe.
Here's my good one.
Hang on while I squint and get way too close to me. I still can't see it. Your brightness is turned up.
Nice. Yeah, I like the electric one a lot.
Okay.
Electric
the pink background's kind of fresh too. I'm digging it.
Two most intense.
There we go. Yeah, that was a very fancy.
Algolems. I think I said it right first try this week. Could be the week.
Ooh, I got one that I didn't like, and then it's different in my wallet. So it's
nice.
Epic pull from Basic Buddies collection. That is something I have missed their shuffles on Sundays lately. I just am so behind on Discord.
They're all over, so you're good.
I missed the last two. I'm the worst. Shoot.
It's okay. I didn't win any, so yeah.
Okay. Happy birthday, Algorand. It's almost got like a Node Keepers vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, Node Keepers made that one. That was one of them.
Did they? That was their entry for the Decipher contest?
Oh, no, it was just a happy birthday thing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Just like reach out to a couple of people like, hey, you want to do a happy birthday NFT? And so you could actually get that for free with Go Plausible. So I got one of those.
Nice. I'm just missing a lot. I'm missing out on a lot. I need
a lot that like I barely catch.
Brought up to speed. Yeah. All right, so we got an See, this is another one I never know how to say. How do you say that?
Algo octopus?
So you say the O twice?
Algoctopus?
Algoctopus? I like Algoctopus, but I don't know.
Ooh, wait, I have one more whale I want to show.
Teddy.
Ooh.
Nice. Superhero right there.
I like it. I'm getting like holographic trading card vibes off of you holding your phone with the reflection. Let's see. Here's my happiness for this week's flex time. Let's see here. We got Crazy Goose Flex Feisty Meatball. Okay. Womp Crew. Custom Space Face. Coop Rex Home Space. Token Buds. Buttcoin Deliverer. I want to know. I know there's some people here that are on the Realms team, not RX Elms. We said wrong 100 different times. I don't want to do a ticket, but I didn't get mine and it doesn't say claim. So
you didn't
there's that. I didn't get my space. Last time I checked, which was last week, to be fair, you could see the transaction on their site, but there was no claim option. And I read that I had to go do a ticket somewhere, and I don't want to do that. So I'm all for trying new stuff, but like it's in your system that I paid for it. Like, let's not put the burden on me to follow up when it didn't work. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I get that.
And I happen to know a lot of great people who are on their team. So just friendly feedback. Like, I'm not doing that. So I might never get my space. I don't know, but you know.
Ooh, I got a fat Luga. I've just been ripping the shuffle.
Dude, it's so fun. I got like 25 this morning.
Oh okay. Man, I only got like 4, and I thought I was being greedy.
No, it's however many.
Because I think I had a couple listed, but I was like I said, I wasn't.
I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. With some of them are really cool looking, like this one.
Dude, this is my favorite
Good
medium
plan.
of you sharing. I like that one. I want to do some trades. I'm looking for mine. I didn't.
I mean, check the wallet. I got you. I'll trade anything.
Here's my PFP.
Except for the one I just PFP'd, yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Oh, I like that one.
But I posted it. Maybe I forgot. I forgot the hashtag because not like I don't know how that works.
You're right.
And I got this like weird kind of like
Did you really get it though?
ape.
That's an AXN screenshot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I
Check that wallet. That's kind of hilarious.
Okay, we're gonna verify live. Oh my gosh, no, that's not what I got. Do we want a live comparison of what we got?
Yeah,
This is
tell me what you
not the
got.
kind of demo day I was thinking of, but I don't know if you can see this.
Okay.
So none of them are the same.
You got no Shanka? You didn't get a worm? Or no? Is that a zombie?
I got a graduation cap.
Yeah, you got nothing though.
I got a rock.
Well, Ushanka's the same. You got Ushanka's the same.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the guy with
I
the
had
weird
a
hat.
zombie.
The fuzzy hat guy is the same. On the left side. The left side and your bottom right one.
Oh, okay, that one is the same.
But yeah, you're 25%.
We've had a really high tech show today, and I feel.
I mean, I
partially
feel
responsible
like
for
it's
this.
double the excitement, right? Like it's like shuffle. What did you get? This is what I got. Just kidding. This is what you really got. I'm not like mad about that. The ones I don't like the ones with chunks missing out of them. I feel bad for them.
You know, like the zombies, yeah.
I just feel bad for them. I feel like they're a victim of high ocean traffic, or like they got hit by a. I don't know. I
I
feel
wanted to
bad
make
for
an
them.
oil whale at one point, but it was too sad to look at,
It
so
was
I
so
feel you.
sad. I know. Anyhow, let me make sure I didn't miss any last ones, and then we'll do a quick final words and reminder about demo days. Let's see here. Oh no, I'm missing the chat. Let's see. Just Joe. I don't know. Oh, going to Barcelona. Okay. Just Joe. Whatever that means. Joe will be in Decipher. Yes, you are correct. Slogdon, you said my name, Magic. That is right, Perdoodles. I would sing that song by Destiny's Child, but I'm not a very good singer. Just know it's in my head. What else? Anyone know how many Algo the Foundation sold to fund the event in Barcelona? They did not clear that with me. I'm not sure.
You're not high enough.
But I bet they sold some because we're down. Just
No,
to say down.
We're not down. No, you're really
I mean, down but not out. I'm going to actually put through a buy, I think, this week because I haven't bought in a while. And
I bought today, so
I got to bring that average down from when I bought at 252. So we got to balance the scales.
5.12. That's a good.
Belugles. Belugers. Nobody put the bird on IRL. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound like I disagree with it. I need a Luga whale. I'm wondering if there's going to be like, I think there should be some sort of competition of funniness and good vibes between the Lugas and the Chubs.
Yeah.
Because one of them, I like both projects and concept, but like the Chubs are like the piles of poop. I just refuse to have one in my wallet. Like I'm not going to do that, right?
Yeah.
But the Lugas, I'm like, oh, I want this one, and like especially the first gen, like, I liked a lot of them, and so I have a lot more of those in my wallet. But I know Algo fam that I'm tight with to have the exact opposite, right? They have like way more Chubs in their wallet. So
yeah,
I just think it'd be interesting to have a cross AVM chain cute whale challenge. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, I think we went cute by a landslide.
The other projects, they're cute. They're cute, but they're like not cute enough for me to say the name again. That's what I got. That's all I got. All right. So as a reminder, there is a form. If you scroll to the top of the chat, there's a Google form. I'll put out a tweet maybe tomorrow. I wanted to give people that watch the show kind of like first dibs to fill out the form. But if
But
you or someone you know has built or helped build something on Algorand and you want to show us how it works or what it does, here's your chance to practice kind of showing off your stuff. I think we all could use some help with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Ted?
I messed up sending the form in here. I'm gonna send it right.
I'm going to send it right. Trade some Gen 2s, but I don't think
Can you delete
transfer.
that top one, Luga? Because I can't.
What do I need to delete?
The chat. I don't know how to do that. It
You
doesn't
gotta
matter.
delete in the chat?
I think I can do it. Can I do it? All right.
Oh,
What?
put the link in the chat.
No, I already
I
did.
put the link in the chat once. That one.
I put it in again.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in again as well.
I don't see it, but it's there. It's not a long form. I hate it when people are like, fill out this Google form. There's 3 questions on it, and they're like super like, I promise. But I think it's cool. Let's show off what we've got going on here in the space. And then I think that's it. That's what we got, right?
Oh, real quick,
Cool.
Doodles, we may not have a public shuffle for the Lugas because Gen 2 is an exact match to Gen 1. So unless there's like unclaimed that we decide to do something with, there may not be public.
Maybe a fight to the death. No, I'm not kidding. Not a fight to the death, but some sort of competition.
Yeah, because it depends on how many there are. Because if there's like 10, then it's like, we'll probably just give them away.
I'm scared to open my Rain Gallery listing page to find out how many I left there, but it was probably.
Yeah, I mean, if you want one, just holler at me. Like,
I got some, but I'm gonna make some trades. I'm gonna go shopping in your wallet and see what trades I want.
Yeah, I'm easy.
I think I only had the one listed. Okay, I feel better about life suddenly. Alrighty.
So.
Well, we'll be back next week because no one else wants to play hooky besides me. And then the month of July, we'll have these demo days. It'll be fun. You'll showcase what you're doing, where you're hanging out in the space, and what's going on. Final thoughts, Ted?
No, I think it's I'm just excited to get back in the groove of it, and good to see everyone.
Talk more about Caitlin Clark.
I will. The Caitlin Clark Angel Reese thing is really, really toxic.
Oh,
It's really annoying because it doesn't look like a basketball play, but like I've been to a bunch of basketball games. It's kind of a basketball play. Like, yeah, she did hit her in the head. Definitely wasn't intentional. And it doesn't look like a basketball play from the angle, but like I can tell you, like there's at least 80% of basketball play, and that stuff is just bound to happen. And it's just only getting magnified because sports media in 2024 is pretty toxic and annoying, and that's all I'll say.
Not everybody gives us the great, honest coverage with live sports updates. Not everybody does that like Ted does. So,
yeah, maybe we can get a quick little.
I need the TED take.
Best sportscaster in the not business, right? In not business.
Yeah, and Turkey did go on to win 3-1 in the game.
Oh, there you go.
With that said,
Joe, any final thoughts? You're in Decipher next week. Are we going to see you anyways?
I am not 100% sure because the time difference it'll be 7 p.m. for me, and I think
you'll be at the club. Is what you're saying.
I think there's a
7 p.m. Joe be in the club.
Dinner then, so
Joe will be salsa dancing.
If I can make it, I definitely will. I'll try to call in if I can. But can't make any promises.
No worries. I took the vote to play hooky next week before you got on the call, and we would have tied had you been there. That's okay. All right, no worries. Keep us posted. We appreciate you as always, and definitely safe travels over there and back. I appreciate everyone. Fill out that form or send it to your friends if you think they should be highlighting what they got going on. And that's all I have for you today.
Bye, everyone.
Deuces.